I was inspired by one of your tweets, Robert, where you recently said, let's look at Joe Biden's first 100 days here. Biden to start printing money. First step, change the rules of the Fed. That is why Janet Yellen, former Fed chairman, is Secretary of Treasury. Once the Fed rules changed, helicopters started dropping money directly to the people. Dollar will be destroyed. Buy gold, silver, and Bitcoin.
He's executive order after executive order. I hate to say that that's totalitarianism. You know what I mean? He's done more in the first 100 days. But significantly, you got to follow the bouncing banker. And when Yellen took over the Treasury, and she came from the Fed, you have to look at what's happening with Draghi in Italy, I think, and Mark Carney out of Bank of England. So follow the bouncing bankers. And then you have an idea what's really going on in the world. And many of the bouncing bankers like Carney and Draghi came from Goldman Sachs, as you know. So, I mean, just follow them. And that's why what's her name, Janet Yellen, signifies is they can't get money into the economy fast enough by the old system. So they have to go directly to helicopter money. And that's why they need to reopen up the Fed bylaws and change the rules. And then they can print money directly and give it to the customer. Because right now the drawback is if I want money from the current system, I have to have good financial credit. And as you know, this COVID has shut down. I mean, people have been wiped out. They can't get loans. If they can't get loans, you can't get money to them. So Yellen going to the Treasury from the Fed means they'll get together now and go to the Weimar Republic or Zimbabwe, the worst case scenarios, and just print money directly to the customer.
Robert, do you think it will be more helicopter money than the Ben Bernanke days?
It has to be. So you have gold, silver, and Bitcoin, just buy them. Who cares? Because the real enemy is this book here, The Grunch of Giants by Fuller. The bouncing bankers control the world.
Tesla, following in the footsteps of Michael Saylor, buying 1.5 billion in Bitcoin. That news blew me away. I wasn't surprised. Elon Musk had been alluding and hinting to a Bitcoin buy on his Twitter. What do you make of this? Do you think this will cause a fear of missing out for more CEOs, and this is just going to cause a domino effect here?
Yes, it's coming. There's more and more. The rumor, all of this rumor, but there's going to have more and more CEOs and CFOs really not to ship their treasury out of the dollar, because it is a currency war. And you've got to get out of something they're printing and get into something that's going to retain value. And I think for many people that is Bitcoin or Ethereum and things like this, so it's going to crypto. And that's why Draghi and all these guys, the European Central Union, are talking about cryptocurrency.
So let's talk about the silver market, because I've been covering this market for over 10 years, Robert, and I don't think I've ever seen so much excitement surrounding silver. So I know you were a supporter of what was happening on Reddit. You're always cheering for the little guys, and if they could take down hedge funds, fantastic. But what do you make of what was happening and all this attention on silver, and do you think it will last?
Well, the problem was it GameStop? It's a fake.
Yep.
It's fake, 100% fake. That's not that. It's not worth anything. And so that's why they can play a silly little game of shorts and all that stuff. But the trouble with silver, it's a real asset. It's an industrial metal first. And the biggest people that use it are some of the biggest corporations in the world, like Sony, Apple, Toshiba, any battery company. And now with, the ESG, environmental social governance, which Carney took over from the Bank of England. So silver is a green metal. And so I was really happy when Reddit at least stirred the water up, but they were messing with real companies. Toshiba, Apple, Tesla, Sony, Apple, they were messing with the end user. And the thing I know since I started a gold mine, it's 100% manipulated. They keep the price low just so it doesn't blow their operating costs out of the water. But that's coming to an end now because the consumption of silver is going up while the stockpiles are going down.
With so much focus now on Bitcoin and silver, it's like we've almost forgotten about gold. People have almost stopped talking about gold. It's not as exciting. You're still a big proponent of holding gold in a portfolio, right, Robert?
Hard gold, real gold. I don't like ETFs. I stay out of paper. Anything can be manipulated via the COMEX and all that, I stay out of. I'm pretty much hard asset guy. I'm not even in the stock market. But I also appreciate what you've always said for all these years, what you felt sorry for us silver and gold guys, because we're the Rodney Dangerfields of the investment world. We had no respect. But I always thought this was good because I could take bigger and bigger positions. So today, the hardest thing is storing all the gold and silver I have. I've collected over all these years. I never sell. And I just kept accumulating. I never saved dollars because I'm like Trump. I use debt. I use debt to buy real estate. And the more debt I use, the less tax I pay. So I had all this cash, and I always shifted cash to physical gold and silver. So it's always a silver lining. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm not trying to take sides, but I think that people should wise up. And I'm not saying I'm right or wrong. I just take a point of view. The time has changed. I'm not Republican or Democrat. Trump is my friend. But I think it's time we all wised up. That's all I'm saying. And that's why I appreciate what you do. And feeling sorry for us silver and gold guys. Don't worry, we're doing very well right now. So we appreciate the compassion.
It's not that I feel sorry. I respect their patience,
Yeah.
But everything is cyclical. So I'm sure they'll get their day soon.
Yeah.
Robert, as always, I appreciate your thoughts and your time. And I appreciate you, always complimenting us. And, we do absolutely try and bring on real people, real folks, real stories, and real education. Yeah. I just want to wrap up because you're bringing us a new gift here with Capitalist Manifesto.
So I went to military school, not college, not Berkeley or Stanford and all that stuff. But where the reason we have communism taking over America is because 99% of the college kids leaving school have never read the Communist Manifesto. So I decided to write the Capitalist Manifesto. What is capitalism?